Welcome to my channel, detailing events throughout the decades. 2014. Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 was a scheduled international passenger flight, operated by Malaysia Airlines. However, it was on March 8, 2014, that it would become one of the most talked about plane crashes in decades, when MH370 disappeared while flying from Kuala Lumpur International Airport, heading to Beijing. The flight was to take around 5 hours 34 minutes. Air traffic control last heard from MH370 at around 01:19, not long after it had taken off, while the flight was supposed to be over the South China Sea. Just minutes later, the aircraft was lost from air traffic control's radar screens, but was being tracked by military radar. It was then tracked for roughly another hour before it is reported to have deviated from its planned flight path. The reason for this is unknown. On board the aircraft were 227 passengers and 12 crew members. The 12 crew members, 2 pilots and 10 cabin crew were all Malaysian citizens. The pilot was 53-year-old, Captain Zahari Ahmad Shad from Penang. He had joined Malaysia Airlines in 1981, and had a total of 18,365 flight hours. The co-pilot was 27-year-old Farik Abdul Hamid. He had joined Malaysia Airlines in 2007. It was believed that MH370 had crashed into the ocean, and a search for the missing plane was conducted. This would go on to become the most costly search in aviation history. The search was initially focused on the South China Sea, where the plane was supposed to have been flying at the time. However, the aircraft's automated communications with an Inmarsat satellite gave out the possibility that the plane may have come down somewhere in the southern Indian Ocean. However, the search of the ocean during a 3-year period failed to give any location to where MH370 had come down. Over the time, several pieces of debris which was confirmed to be from MH370, had washed up in the western Indian Ocean during 2015 and 2016. Over the years, however, there have been several theories as to what had happened to MH370. A possible hijacking on board, especially as it is reported that there were 2 men who had boarded the aircraft using stolen passports. The men were later identified as Iranian men, and it was thought that this could have been an act of terrorism. Another possibility was an hypoxia event could have occurred. Hypoxia is where the body is deprived of adequate oxygen. In aviation, it can occur due to a fall in partial pressure of oxygen. This is what caused the crash of Helios Airways flight in August 2005, where 6 crew and 115 passengers perished due to lack of pressurization. Another suggestion has been that someone in the cockpit had reprogrammed the aircraft's autopilot to travel across the Indian Ocean, and this is why it deviated off its original flight plan. Pilot suicide was suggested as a possibility, especially as Captain Zahari had a home flight simulator, which in 2016 was found to have a closely matched projected flight path over the Indian Ocean. Also on board MH370, it was found that the cargo included several pounds of lithium-ion batteries. These batteries are known to cause intense fires if they become overheated and ignite. A fire which was fueled by these types of batteries was the cause of the UPS Airlines Flight 6 crash and the crash of Asiana Airlines Flight 991. However, without the complete wreckage to examine, this is only speculation. For the relatives of those on board MH370, the frustration to what happens, and the lack of information only worsens. It was in 2017, that Malaysia released its final report regarding MH370. Neither the crew or the aircraft's communication systems had relayed any distress signal, giving indications of bad weather or any technical problems before it vanished. Also in 2017, it was reported that around 20 pieces of debris had been recovered. This is believed to be from MH370. Some people strongly believe that some of those on board could have still been alive when the airliner hit the ocean. It was in 2018 that a new search was conducted by a private marine exploration company, Ocean Infinity. However, sadly, on June 9, the search was concluded, without success. Sadly, without significant wreckage, the answer to why MH370 came down will remain unsolved. We hope that someday, this airliner can be located, so those relatives of all those on board MH370 can find out what happened and have closure. For those relatives still waiting for answers, never give up hope that MH370 can finally be found, and peace for your loved ones can be found. Forever remembering all those on board MH370. May you never be forgotten. Thank you for watching and learning about these events which are now part of history. Please subscribe to my channel, to view other events from the decades.